Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. So I already made a video like this in the past. It's like me doing my dailies. I'm gonna just tell you what to do, what you should be doing every day. Mind you, I'm kind of like really deep into my journey, so this is kind of like end game stuff. But I mean, you can apply this to yourself. So I'm gonna just show you guys what I do. So first of all, when I log in, or every day I reset, or every like 14 minutes basically, you want to be a master smither. Now in Reboot you get all of the professions, so you get this by default. You get smithing. If you don't know, you get master smithing. Look up a guide to get the critical damage buff, but basically you get smithing, and then you get the magic whetstone. You make this every single day. The ingredients are superior item crystals, so you basically have to just melt, like equipped like this, and then it gives you that. And then you need grand spell essences. These are pretty easy to get, so yeah. But yeah, just make this every like 14 minutes. I don't make it literally every 14 minutes, but I make it like every single day in order to not have my smithing meister decay. So yeah, I do this every single day, at least like once. That's all you need to do to maintain your smithing buff. So you can use this. It gives you five critical damage. It consumes 2 magic whetstones. So basically I'm just crafting a bunch of these to, you know, make my supply very never running out, like never ending. So just keep crafting that and then you'll be good. So I do this every single day. Now this buff is actually really good for bossing. It's good for Monster Park solo. It's good for, you know, Culvert. It's good for everything that deals with damage that you have to dish out damage. Punch King even. So just make sure you keep crafting these, and you can actually sell this in reg server if you're in Vera. So yeah. And so lately I don't really want to party with people, so I'll just go to Monster Park and I will solo Monster Park. This is basically how I do it. So I'm lacking boss damage, so I go to my Legion, and then I switch over to boss damage, and then I have 404 boss damage. And I open my that is not my familiar book. I thought that was my familiar book. Okay, so yeah, familiar, and then you go to setup, and then you save, and then I just press it because it's hotkeyed right here, summon familiars, and then I summon that, and then it goes from 404 to 524 boss damage. And I'm using Blackheart if you're wondering why it has so much boss damage. But and then I also use this boss rush potion to get 530 boss damage, and then if I really want to, I'll use my guild skills just to solo Monster Park. For anyone new to the game watching my channel, you have to be level 260 to enter Monster Park, so just make sure you get to that level as soon as possible. There's a lot of training guides on YouTube, so I won't go over that, but yeah, you want to get to level 260 before New Age. This is extremely important. When you get to Monster Park Extreme, your life will be a lot easier, and you'll be leveling up very passively, so make sure you get to level 260 as soon as possible. Alrighty, so once I'm done with Monster Park, I will go ahead and do my, you know, hotel and Odium dailies. Just make sure you pick the same exact maps. Get into the habit of picking the same exact mobs and the same exact map. It just becomes routine at some point. It just becomes like muscle memory. Now, when I'm doing these dailies, I typically will turn on like a YouTube video, or I'll just turn on some music so it doesn't, you know, go by too slowly and it just feels like I'm doing something while I'm multitasking for MapleStory, because I feel like my dailies can be like a chore sometimes. So, I mean, I do want to progress in MapleStory, but sometimes I'm just like not feeling like doing dailies, so I'll just turn on the YouTube video, and it'll really just push me through all of these dailies, because you know, it does get very mundane at some point. So you just got to make yourself push through it, because, you know, you do want those gains, you do want those sacred symbols to be like max and all that, get that free stat, free luck. But yeah, it is kind of painful sometimes. So just put on a YouTube video, guys. Just make sure you keep yourself entertained while you're playing MapleStory. MapleStory is a very grindy Korean MapleStory Korean MMO. You know, MMOs from Korea are just notoriously very grindy. So that's just what MapleStory is. So if you've never played a Korean MMO before, this is probably like like something new to you that you don't really understand. But yeah, it's just grindy. MapleStory is very grindy. Alrighty, so I finished Odium. I get like barely any percent. Let's see, 10.8. Yeah, I got like 0.080 or something like that. Like, it's not that much at level 280. So yeah, that's how much EXP I get per day for doing Odium dailies. So I've already made it a habit to select conductor bots. I already have the mobs, you know, memorized. I've been doing this for like pretty much like a year straight. So, and I'm still not maxing out my Sacred Force, my hotel symbol. But yeah, I just do this exact map every single day. Do the exact same maps every single day. It's very easy to get into that habit, the muscle memory. Remember that. So. And then Purple Portal, I don't really feel like entering it. I don't think I'm going to enter it. It is fun to do, but I'm not training. I don't think I need it, so it's whatever. I'm just trying to do my dailies and get the fuck out, so... Okay, so now that I'm done with my hotel dailies, that is the final amount of not Arcane River, what is it called? Sacred, what is the area called? Grandest dailies that I have to do. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with my dailies now. And if you really want to, especially if you're in Reboot, you really want to go, you know, log on to all of your characters, create a bunch of bossing mules, like I have a level 250 Mercedes, a Shadower, a Night Lord, like a lot of these classes I recommend making bossing mules, you know, especially in Reboot. On Reg server, it's kind of like optional. You can get cubes, you can trade the cubes, you can sell the cubes in a Reg server, you can get some money from that, or you can use it on yourself and then just profit and try to merch things in the auction house. But yeah, other than that, just make sure you do your Arcane River daily. Sorry, if you didn't max your arcane symbols, do your Arcane River dailies. If you know, for me personally, I do my grandest dailies because I am like at a really, you know, late point in my career in MapleStory. So I've been playing this game for like 2 years. So it just gets to a point where it's like I only do 2 dailies. I've maxed out all my symbols. You know, trust me, all of this work every single day, it leads into this. I mean, obviously in Reg server you can buy the symbols now, but yeah, Sacred Force pretty much will slowly cook. You know, I'll get it eventually. But yeah, make sure you do your get your boss crystals, get them from your mules every day. There's a limit in Reg server, in both servers, but yeah. And remember to do your basically make a bunch of bossing mules that get to level maybe 210, and just see if you can solo CRA. CRA is, you know, Chaos Root Abyss, so like the clown, the chicken, the queen, and the giant worm. If you guys play Pokemon, it kind of looks like Onyx. Just fund your mules until you can get solo all these bosses and then get that weekly crystal. Remember that bosses reset on Wednesdays at midnight. At least for me, I'm in the East Coast, so yeah, bosses do reset on Thursday nights or, you know, Wednesday nights in MapleStory time. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. Make sure you go to Ardent Mill. Probably by the time I'm like done with all my days, I can go back to Ardent Mill and craft another magic whetstone. And again, this is just to maintain my smithing to not decay. So basically, if you guys don't know, your smithing, your mastery decays over time. Look up a master smithing guide on like YouTube. I don't know if I have to make one, but it's pretty simple. It wouldn't be that too long, but basically, you just have to level up smithing and then just, you know, kind of like get it to a really high level, and then you just keep leveling it up and just keep crafting things. And you learn what to craft, and then you get this crit damage buff, which appears in your beginner skill tab. Very nice for bossing, gives you extra damage. If you guys don't know, critical damage is like one of the best stats in the game that you get a limited supply of, so you definitely need this for endgame bossing. And then before I AFK, I make sure that I have all of the right equipment on. So I have 480 Legion rated power. This is very min-max, and you open your you wear like an actual ring that has Star Force. This has no Star Force, and then click on that, and then you go to Legion, and that gave me 3 million raid power. So when I AFK, I do make sure I sit in like actual gear that has Star Force, like Blackheart and Meister Ring. It helps you generate coins like slightly faster. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, one more thing. You can click on this, the 3 little bars. You click on that, and then you go to Monster Collection. And this is if you have a lot of monsters collected. This basically gives you like these free reward points that you can open in your skill tab or your use tab. I already use all of them. But yeah, you just do this every 24 hours. It's like an AFK thing. You get free rewards for it. So yeah, it's kind of nice to have. Of course, make sure you're doing every single daily event. I mean, if you're watching this in the future, there's probably like a way different event than the 6-star event. And, you know, probably watching it in New Age, whatever. But yeah, just make sure you do all the events, especially if it's like a EXP event. Like for example, this is the Magic Slate event. It gives you free EXP, and you put it on your characters. I'm working on my Nightwalker. I put all of the Magic Slate EXP coupons into my Nightwalker, so I basically leveled them up from level 200 to 210 in like a few days, which is like with minimal effort, which is really cool. I love free events that give you like Legion gains basically, so. And then yeah, I'll just get back to AFKing, and then, you know, I have to do my bosses, of course, because the boss reset is today. I have to kill Lotus, or for some reason I didn't do Lotus, Damien. I did Hard Lucid because that shit's easy. I did Chaos Guardian, Slime, Will. I'll do it later because I fucking hate doing Will. Probably do it before reset because this is where the bosses resets. Varus Hilla, Dark Nail, I just do normal because I don't fucking have time to do hard. Black Mage, that has not been done this month yet. Saren, I don't bother. And yeah, basically. Princess, no, you don't have to do it. Like, it's nice, but it's like, like it takes some time. I mean, it is nice to do in Reboot because you get the Princess No Jewel. You get it's better bossing crystal meta in Reboot, so.